Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the Ilia route of Fire Emblem Binding Blade, and we're heading right up into the snowy mountains of this wasteland. So, joining me today, we have Andrew MS-Fan44.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Ilia Leader. Sorry,
Thank you, hello.
I'm never good at pronouncing those names. Yes.
No one never is.
I swear I've seen that general sprite before.
Yes, you have. It's a bishop. Yes, you have. It was the one used in chapter 11A.
Yeah, it's like we've seen this multiple times.
I mean, come on, it's a GBA game. They've got to reuse. They got to reuse those resources somehow.
Yeah, 2002 makes sense.
Yeah. But so now we're back in the Ilia room. We're just going up to the snowy fountain with quote unquote the frozen river. An interesting chapter where, in the sense that if you wait long enough, you can make it easier, but it's not even that difficult because you mainly just got to make your way through the thicket, and then you're absolutely fine. So obviously, flying units are incredibly useful here, and that's pretty much the entire thing of the Ilia route. Just use the damn flying units.
Yeah, well, you have to use the flying units to actually get there.
Yeah.
Place.
That or just ignore the nomads. One of the two. But yeah, so this old woman is Niime, who's actually going to join us at the end of the chapter, but right now she's being called upon because she knows how to use dark magic. But they've given her this tome, and she's like, look, I don't know what the fuck this does, but they're just like, use it anyway. And let's just say it kind of bites them in the ass. I would say it would have been really funny if she did use it, but it ended up doing something in a different Fire Emblem game. It's like, use the tome, okay, and then the missiles that hit Fort
Mercius.
Yeah, Fort Mercius. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck did you do? I have no idea. It's like, Lady Odegon, it's like someone just blew the fuck out of the fortress.
It starts snowing Garrett Park.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, she activates the dark magic and it somehow just like travels. So every disaster in every Fire Emblem game. So it's like while in Hoshino she activates the spell and then the sword blows up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Or like she activates a thing and Grima just happens to get resurrected.
That explains things.
Yeah, every Deus Ex Machina in Fire Emblem, Niime did it. How did Ninian come back to life? Niime did it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so...
Why was Edelgard the villain? Niime did it.
Well, it depends on how you say villain. Yeah, why is she the villain for two or three or four pathways? Niime did it. Or, well, I'm trying to figure, is there a Deus Ex Machina moment in Three Houses? No, yeah. How did Byleth escape the void? Niime did it. It had nothing to do with Sophis.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, so she disappeared for nothing?
Maybe that's the reason why Byleth joined Smash.
Probably.
That point.
Niime did it.
That thing. What's the point with making Sothis leaving even be plot relevant if she just comes back later?
Well, the whole thing is because Rhea now kind of verifies that you're actually a working vessel, and I think that's also it's because of that. I don't remember specifically, but I think it's because of that that lets you go into the Holy Tomb, and as a result, Edelgard's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking steal these crest stones.
Nice.
Oh, well, we're starting this map up with a crit. That's a good sign.
Boy.
Yeah. So basically, later down the line with this chapter, the river gets frozen over, hence Frozen River, and means all the units can walk across it. But it takes a while, so honestly, God, with this one, just push up forward quickly, use your flyers, watch out for the ballistas. And ironically, this is like, again, I kept making the joke how Three Houses was like the only Fire Emblem game where Falcon Knights are dangerous, but in this chapter, there's this one Falcon Knight that is actually a little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Three Houses maddening mode Falcon Knights are the worst.
Not even maddening mode, just in general, because their speed stat is like, it's like we can double Felix and Petra, and then when that starts happening, you run.
You start sweating bullets.
Yes. You sweat ballistas.
Felix have like a 60% speed growth.
He does. I think him, Petra, Yuri, and Manuela have the highest speed growths in the game. Bruh! That was 34.
You got it back.
Yeah, I mean, also, go to the houses, watch out for the wyverns, but again, they're not too much to deal with. Again, the enemy variety here isn't that great, but It's the chapter itself it's fine, but again, it's not too difficult, even on hard mode, just because at this point you're more than prepared. The next chapter is a lot more challenging, and the chapter after that. But these first two Ilia route ones are pretty easy.
Okay, but if I could ask you a question, why are those priests advancing towards your army? What do they think they're gonna do?
I don't know. I think they'll have to heal their allies or pray for victory.
They're trying to bonk you in the head with their rods.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were a priest, the last place I would go would be towards Roy's army.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go against Roy, you might have a chance, but everybody else, no. I mean, they think they're playing Radiant Dawn again.
Let's see though. Have either of you guys ever seen the cipher art for Riss from Shadow?
No, I have not.
Okay. His just shows his him pulling the head off of his staff, and it's actually like a sword.
Okay. He's got a concealed weapon.
His staff is actually a sword. Oh,
I'll be.
Hey, she leveled up though.
Indeed, she did.
It's a well-earned level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she got luck too. That's the best.
No, I was about to say said no one ever. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I don't get this women. It's like, okay, it's like, okay, we're in a map which has very, very condensed forest areas, and they're probably going to send flying units. What weapon are you going to use? I'm going to take the Horse Slayer. What?
You're a fucking idiot.
I know. Again, I don't get why alright, to be fair, I have Percival in this map, but he's one cav. Like, one. Well, Paladin, but yeah, he's one. And even then, they're placed they're placed in an area where they're most likely going to be hit by flying units.
I'm really impressed with how high your hit rates are.
I like how
this game are really low.
Mm-hmm.
I like how those Reverend Knights were setting themselves like an L.
Job. Oh, dude! Every time I see the affiliation of people being Ilia, I get confused for a second.
Yeah.
You're using Wendy to fight the Armor Slayer. Oh,
what? Wait, what Armor Slayer? Exactly. So Wendy, you shouldn't go there. He's got an Armor Slayer. What Armor Slayer? And even then, like, even if he had an Armor Slayer, it wouldn't be much because Wendy has like I think 21 and 22 defense, and she bulky. But yeah, again, well, the hit rates being high is because, well, one thing, my enemy levels are pretty. My character's levels are pretty good. I've actually got quite an RNG blessed team. Two, I'm not using an axe.
Yeah, axes are bad.
Yeah.
Oh god, 25 strength already.
Oh, Saul, my favorite healer in GBA Fire.
It's a good thing crits don't miss in this game.
Well, they don't miss in any Fire Emblem game, do they?
They can.
Fates.
There is a mechanic called critical evade, which can let you dodge crits.
Okay, well that's weird. Again, that's weird. I thought it would just lower crit rate rather than actually dodge them.
I'm pretty sure crit evade actually lets you dodge.
The only time I missed the crit was in. The only time I missed a crit was in Fates, and that was during an arena.
God damn it!
Ryoma.
Really? Ryoma's the only one who doesn't crit? That's just, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, right there. That's some bullshit.
It's right up there with how you play Thracia, your stabs can miss.
Yeah, I know, but that's because the game has everything is either a 1, like, the minimum is 1, the maximum is 99. Ain't got no zeros in this game.
So no, like, stabs actually have a hit rates. They're not good.
Yeah, well, again, Thracia has a lot of user hostile mechanics. Yeah, again, there's a Falconer here, and she ain't fucking around.
So it's Silver Lance?
Yes, it is.
You know, if this was Ingrid, this would have been a death sentence.
Yeah, well, this is just Tate. Hard mode bonus is Tate, but still Tate. Or Thea, if you will, if you want to be technical. Yeah, again, the ballistas aren't too much to worry about. The next chapter has some nasty ballistas, man. It's like, oh my god, they got long ballistas, they got killer ballistas, they got all of them.
Fire Emblem 6 just loves its siege equipment.
It really, really does. And yeah, this isn't even the worst of it. Wait till we get to chapter 20, Sakea. That is just, ugh! That's the worst when it comes to siege.
You know, it's kind of weird that they don't use the ballista animation anymore, because I think this is the only game that uses the ballista animation.
Well, I know Shadow Dragon has the ballistas thing.
It's true.
Oh yeah, besides that.
And also, I think, doesn't one of the Fates DLC classes have ballistas?
It's more of like a medieval tank, but yeah, technically there is a ballista.
It's like I've never used it actually.
Yeah, well, again, I think it's a DLC one. That's why, because again, you got to pay for it.
No,
actually, no, that one's free.
I actually do have the DLC for it. It's just
you get one thing that lets you promote to a battle station for free.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all right. Hidden class.
This is my favorite Fates class, by the way. I love the battle station.
I mean, I know they can be really, really damn good, especially for like certain optimal things, or just the fact that you have a mounted cannon.
No, you're just running around. You just wheel up to your enemies with a cannon in the face.
It's like, don't worry, they can't hit us from this distance. And no, instead you just literally run them over. Hey,
actually, question, can you actually use the question? Can you make Takumi into that and make him use Fusion Yumi for on that fucking thing?
I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Oh god.
He's made Kiragi one, but yeah.
Again,
scum.
No, because that would literally be arrows of light, because his arrows are like light or magic based. Well, again, the way they form. So it's like
it's funny that you're having Zeit do this conversation, considering he was part of the Burn Army.
Yes, was being the operative word. Well, and then again, so was Ellen was part of Burn, Milady was part of Burn. Anyone else?
Bunch of traitors.
It's not. They're not traitors. They just fight for the righteous cause.
Yeah.
Who really fights for a righteous cause is Saul.
Well, he fights for pussy.
And you tell me there's a more righteous cause than that.
I mean, considering the women in this game, yeah, fair enough. Considering there's Ingrid, there's Clarine, there's Milady, there's Cecilia. Again, 5 and 6 are some damn fine ladies. Ow.
Yeah.
It's a big hit.
Indeed.
Really don't joke around with everyone's having low resistance.
Yeah, well, low resistance is just, again, unless you're a magic user or a Pegasus Knight, low resistance just applies to pretty much everyone. That includes the enemies.
Yeah.
So, again, you can use that to your advantage, but it also means if you get, that's why Siege Tome sucks so much in this game. Because you just get bombarded with them, and, again, not many units can, tank it so much as one hit. Also,
one of the things I most disliked about Echoes was resistance growth. Growth is 5% on everyone.
Yeah, well, that's because, again, magic in that game is meant to be really, really potent, but, you're at the cost of HP.
Yeah.
So, ironically, I think if there's one game that did magic really well, it was Free Houses. Where it's so damn strong, but it's limited.
I think they limited it. The Houses was really smart with giving it a by map ability.
Or you could be like Awakening, where it's broken.
Yeah, no, again, we can't have it be broken. That's all, wait, what? Is there a broken? No, certain combat arts in Free Houses are broken. Swift Strike.
Hunter's Volley.
Yeah, Hunter's Volley, Swift Strike, those are fucking nuts. Point Blank Volley. Not so much, but it's still pretty damn good. And depending on depending on the character, things like Soul Blade and Lightning Axe. Again, have you tried Lightning Axe on a net? Fuck me.
Frozen Lance on, any magical dude you made physical is incredible. Hubert.
Yeah, and again, Marianne with Soul Blade.
What did you think was going to happen? They have no idea what the thing he was supposed to use even did. Why is he upset that it didn't stop the Korean army?
Well, he's an idiot. What do you expect?
That's fair.
I like to imagine the same guy that came from before is the same person.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, enemy with a killing edge. Lance,
he just keeps on coming back to life. He's like...
Yeah, well, again, they got, the Burns running low on troops, they literally recycle their troops. Bam! Fuck and you.
They probably have the Valkyrie staff. I think it's called the Valkyrie staff.
I know there's the Bifrost or Svingy staff in Face, which could revive a unit.
Oh yeah, the Bifrost staff. There we go.
That's also the staff in Shadow Dragon, Valkyrie, and Tellius. Not Tellius, and Jugral.
Yeah, I don't think Tellius has one of those.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know it has the Ashira staff, which I think full heals literally everyone regardless of range. So yeah, another of your army casts a spell, and suddenly, and it's just suddenly a nuke went off. It's hey, it worked.
Causes the ending of Radiant Dawn.
Oh boy, yeah. Ashira causes judgment. So the whole thing's frozen over, so now we can both ourselves and the enemies can easier traverse. Also, brigands will respawn, but at this point they're pissed. And again, that's no reason this chapter's really easy. They don't really use that many advanced units, so again, getting through it's kind of, it's a real piece of piss.
Like, what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, it's like I just helped you, like, my god. Like, bruh, have you seen my bases and my staff rank? Bruh. Which is funny, because I actually do use Niime in this playthrough. Not for the whole thing, obviously not for the whole thing, but quite a bit.
Ah, brigands.
Yes, brigands. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, see, even I was like that. I have an axe reaver. Yeah, and oh,
Zealous. Oh.
I mean, he got one.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the Falcon Knight. Ow.
Ouch.
Again, they really bump up the enemy's HP. Like, again, a Falcon Knight with 43 HP. What the fuck is this?
I thought this was a good idea.
Well, someone. Well, to be fair, they probably there we go. I've definitely reason to suspect that this game was well. Again, there is developer things saying that because of the development period and the fact that Karga left, in fact they had to reset since Fire Emblem 64 didn't fall through. This game was rushed, and it kind of shows.
Also, didn't help that they didn't also have Shoujo Kaga either.
Yeah, that's what I said. Karga left.
They had to rush a lot of the games.
Well, not a lot of them. Well, again, development period between some of the games weren't that long. Like, also development back then didn't need to be that long. Like, again, between the GBA games, it was 1 year in between. But then again, the same was for Crash Bandicoot, and they just keep getting better. But there, like Path of Radiance, apparently, according to the director, was only 70% complete. Because again, for them, making the transition to 3D took the longest time. And as much as I love Three Houses, you can tell that game is not finished.
That game wasn't quite finished, and they had to delay it so much.
Yeah.
Like, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm glad they delayed it, because I'm thinking about what it might have been if they hadn't delayed it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Speed and resistance.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Damn right, 20 speed, 24 strength, and I'm Wendy! This shouldn't be happening, but it is.
She's gonna take Zephyr's phone sooner or later.
Hey, she already took it once.
Again?
No, she's pretty much like, Zephyr, get the fuck out my seat.
She's gonna steal it again.
Yeah. No, not steal it, just reclaim it.
54% hit. Oh, God.
Yes.
There we go, the second time.
Go.
The greatest threats we've had in this entire map have been those damn Falcon Knights.
Makes sense. You're going against
Dude. Nice hit rate.
the.
I mean, are you
first
surprised?
grade.
He's a brigand. I'm in a tree, and he's using an axe.
Relax. Ugh.
Steel axe. Yeah, he's using a steel axe. No, see, this is how you use a steel axe.
Axe battle.
It's like, you call that a steel axe? This is a steel axe. God, I wish steel weapons weren't so shit in the GBA era.
Dude.
I know they're not meant to be the best, and they're supposed to be an in-between, but, like, again, I much prefer using iron weapons at this point.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool, indeed.
I just
Let me
love
see
the
that
general
happen.
crit animations.
I love a lot of GBA crit animations. General, Warrior, Hero, again, just the way the GBA sprites look.
Falcon Knight.
Just so, again, they're just so well done, it's unbelievable.
My favorite one is Amelia's crit animation where she just like falls over.
Yeah. She stumbles. I meant to do that. Oh, again, these fucking hit rates, man.
Excellently done.
Yeah, that was the one thing they changed when they got to test. They gave axes decent hit rates.
Yeah.
And thank God.
No, actually, funny enough, I think it's New Mystery, the Tellius games, and the Judrol. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only games I haven't played yet.
Okay.
Nice credit, by the way.
Well, again, they're the harder ones to come across. Because again, you can't even play Fire Emblem 4 and 5 legitimately, or 6.
I'm pretty sure axes were not that good in Fire Emblem 4.
I don't think they were that good, but to be fair, you didn't use axes, you just used the Brave Axe.
That's basically the one axe
Use
you
horse
use with Brave
units.
Axe.
Yeah,
You use Brave Axe on left.
Lex is literally that unit where if you don't use the Brave Axe, he's shit. If you use the Brave Axe, he is so good.
He makes a good father because he gives Paragon to his gen too.
Yeah, well, Paragon's Paragon.
The one thing about them though is that they're so heavy. Like even lances too. Like if you are a sword wielder,
yeah,
you will outspeed your opponent.
That is the one thing about, even though swords have the constant, 1 to 2 range problems, aside from a few of them, again, because they're so light, they have the best avoid, which in FE4 is actually pretty damn good. Even though, I know you shouldn't rely on avoid, but you notice the difference.
I'm relying on avoid. If I didn't rely on avoid, I wouldn't be fast. I wouldn't play Fire Emblem.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like I know people do it because again, in some instances, it's like here, it's like come on.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't get yourself in this situation.
Yeah, you shouldn't rely on it entirely. Ideally, you don't want to leave like if it's a case of like, oh, this unit might kill me, but I could avoid him. It's like no. Ow.
Good job.
Yeah.
There is no head, just an axe.
Yeah.
There's no hit rate. There's only crit rate.
Yeah, but well, again, when you're a sword master, definitely. When you're Rootger, there's no hit. There's just crit.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't hit things. I crit things. And speaking of which, here goes for
Another one.
Another one.
Yep.
It's like we ran out of units. I appreciate that. And level up, yay.
Fuck.
Yeah, again, the team's really good. Really, really good. And again, I think I'm lucky, but I'm happy that they're good, because if they weren't good, man, Harmer would be a bitch. I mean, granted, units like Milady are going to be good regardless, but you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a close.
That was clutch.
Did you calculate out the damage there before that happened?
No? I was just like, fuck it, YOLO.
I've been sweating bullets when I saw the combat window pop up.
I mean, she would have survived, it's just a case of she would have been on 1 HP. And again, the army was right there.
I'm too brilliant to die. I want those to be my last words.
I'm too brilliant to die. No, that should be anyone that loses like one of the really good. Like again, if you lose like Lysithia or 3 houses, no, I'm too brilliant to die. Have you seen my spell pool?
It could be worse. His final words would say, "I like shorts.
They're comfy and easy to wear."
A promotional item that may not be used.
Yeah, well, I can sell it for money. That's the thing. Promotional items you may not be able to use them, but they make for a good amount of cash. They're worth a blue gem, I think. If only blue gems could promote. Yeah, get that support bonus up in this bitch.
Someone said Henex.
Yes, they did. I get people. I get people still wondering, it's like, when did Deke have a yellow sprite? Because again,
I really like Ogier.
Yeah, again, really Ogier, of all the Binding Blade units, I think Ogier is like one of the 5 least like known, because people at least know Wendy and what do you call it? Yeah, we ain't fucking around. Wendy and Sophia, just how bad they are.
I'm in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and and in this one, I'm a top tier. I'm top tier as fuck. Speaking of top tier, fuck me. God, I forgot that crit. I didn't realize she crit there, because again, with some of the crit animations, you don't really notice the difference.
Yeah.
Is the crit counter off?
No, I forgot to put it in. It fell asleep. It's like, wait, Karine crit? No, I don't fucking believe you.
That's such an unassuming crit.
Yeah, again, just because
make it fall asleep for like how many fucking years?
Yeah, because again, it's one of those ones where instead of doing like a different animation, it just gets a bigger ball of energy.
Yeah.
Like, at least with like the Sage ones, they create those 3 jewels and then slam, and do that whole thingamajig.
Hey, slow down.
It's like, what?
Careful.
It's like, why? It's like, why? I've got cap strength already. Yeah, but you're not me.
Point is, I beat him. That's all that matters.
Yeah, as long as I win. It's like, Zeiss, you have 1 HP. As long as I win. So obviously, it's just continuing the thing where Milady wants to look out for Zeiss, Zeiss wants to prove himself, but Zeiss being a little bit reckless and Milady's being a bit overly protective. They need to reach a middle ground. Stop treating me like a baby. I'm better than you in this mode. No, you're not. Well, even with 19 strength, yeah. Even with 19 strength, you're not better than me.
I'm not a child. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
A room. I'm going to the castle.
So yeah, now we've done the chapter, now we get Niime. We get her in both pathways, we get her earlier in the Ilia route, actually. So yeah, that's the bonus. That's probably why people also like going there, because Niime is one of the best pre-promotes in this game. She joins late, but that magic staff and base stats. Yeah, she's the best medic in the whole game. I bet all the other medics just there like, we trained for like 19 chapters just for this one woman to come in and literally just put both middle fingers up.
Just pops in later and like, you don't need me.
Yeah. It's like, what? Sit down, sit down, son.
I've been waiting the entire Let's Play just until you get to Ilia route, and I'm like, this is my chance.
Yeah, my time has come.
So,
has come.
So what did the book do? Oh, I caused Zephiel's father to go crazy.
Yeah, I caused Garen to turn into a blob. I caused Ninian to... I caused the Dragon Gate...
the landslide in Grado.
Yeah, all the Grado earthquakes. I caused the Dragon Gate to open. I caused the Meteor Shower in Fire Emblem 4. And I also...
Meteor Shower.
What else?
I caused Leon to go on his... get possessed by the...
I caused Ashnod to go berserk. I caused the Tellius Flood.
Tellius Flood, oh gosh, that's bad.
Are you sure you're the good guy?
Yeah, maybe? I also caused Lunatic Plus Awakening. You monster!
Ah, you monster!
So anyway, yes, so that is the end of that chapter, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to my co-commentators for joining me. Okay, and next time we shall be moving further into Ilia. This time it will be Fog of War map, but the actual next chapter we're doing was doing the Sakea route, and oh boy are the nomads ready and willing to greet us with a warm welcome. I am not happy to see them. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.